Hi guys, welcome to Trail and Hike. This is our second video of the new garden going up. So I'm just going to give you a little run over of what we're doing this past week and a half since we've uploaded. As you see, I've got about 12 to 13 different apple trees up here. And in the middle down here, just for this season, I got potatoes. So I put potatoes all up here. And over here where it's grass, because I don't want to till or anything. I want to keep it as organic and kind of lasagna style as possible. I'll put cardboard down and put wood chips over that. So I just finished putting this part of the fence up not too long ago. As you can see, there's the greenhouse I built again. If you want me to do a video on that as we get more subscribers, I can show you how I did it. It's not too bad. And I got that old window off an old door from like the 1800s over in Corning on Market Street. So what I did is, you'll see a lot of these orange flags as I walk, like I'm not sure the name of them, like the contracting flags here, the orange ones. I put in bulbs there, different like perennial bulbs for flowers, for pollinators and stuff. So when I put them in, I just marked them so I know where I put them. That's why if you see them, that's what they are. I just did them. As you can see, as I said last time, I got my tomato trellis. On this side, we're going to do beefsteaks. This is going to be all beefsteaks. As you see, eventually in the next few years, I'll have this whole... We got a lot to work with, but I got to get down and get a little more experience with all the vegetables that grow great and everything. This little path you can see down through here, this is where I'm going to be putting peppers. They're going to come all up along the tomatoes over here. Then just the wood chips will be in the walkway. So what I did is I brought in some compost and mulch. As you'll see, I got piles up here. I've gotten quite a few loads and I've been layering that. This had wood chips on it last year, and I've tried to move some of them and let some of the bacteria growth. And then once I move them, I actually put the compost on, put about 4-inch layer of compost on, let it sit there, and I haven't planted a heck of a lot in these yet. Over here you can see my strawberries. I put these in last year, so you can see they came in pretty good. You can see them, they look pretty, oh sorry, that's a little too close. Yeah, they look pretty good right there. Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, they're starting to flower and do good. Last night we had a frost here in New York, and I got to about like 34 degrees. And I think it was just enough not to do anything, but I think a couple of my tomato plants might have took a hit. As you can see here, this is a nectarine tree on this side of the greenhouse. Got a few things in the greenhouse. I haven't utilized it fully yet because I didn't really know how to do it, to be honest with you, and I've been learning and everything, so I'm going to take full advantage of it from going on. So I just didn't want to put plants in there and have them heat up and do some damage. But as you can see here, I just moved today. I moved these wood chips away here, and I'm going to be putting compost down in these 2 rows. I got the rows done. This is where I'm going to put some lettuce. You can put quite a bit of lettuce in per like square foot, like according to square foot gardening. Mine isn't above ground. Obviously I'm doing mine right in the ground because I have fairly decent soil, but you can do a lot of lettuce in the ground, so that's what I'm going to be putting over here. As you can see here, here's where, let me show you, look at this, what happened to my tomato plants. Let me get down here and show you. See here, see what happened to my tomato plants. Look at that frost was a stinker. Same thing on this one here. I mean, quite a few of them made it, but then like over here you see some more that's taken a little bit of damage, and some got through it just fine. It was weird. Some got through it fairly decently, but they do got that splash up dirt on them. I'm hoping that I'm gonna probably just bring out my little sprayer and just, even though they hate getting their leaves wet, I fertilized them with fish emulsion. I did that probably a few days ago, right before the day before the rain came, and it just rained and rained, and then it got really cold, so I think some of these took a beating. Over here is where I have my asparagus rows. This is just going to all be asparagus to come up every year, because you want to have a place where, you see all my bottles over here, these are my winter gardening bottles. where I put them all outside and I did some winter sowing and tried that. A lot of them worked and some of them didn't work, so I'm gonna have to experiment more next year, but some of them did work. The peas worked phenomenal, some of the flowers worked, the asparagus worked, so some of them work really good, especially the cold hardy plants. Over here, as you can see, some more flags. I put some more bulbs because I'm putting some perennials all around here because I want the bees to come and the butterflies and everything. I got 3 little blueberry bushes here and a bigger one right there that I put in last year. As you can see, there's my truck in the back of my house. So I'm still new to this. This is my second year of really getting into it, so I know I'm going to make a bunch of mistakes and I'm going to have to learn from them. And like even putting them tomatoes all over early, I should have waited till Memorial Day or right before Memorial Day. So this is going to be my square foot bed. I just put a little layer of compost, manure compost on there. I'm letting it go in, and then I'm going to do a little square foot gardening there, do some samples, and I'm going to put some more pallets. And this is just one of them upside down long pallets in there. So what I did is I put the pallet down there and I put some fabric, that weed fabric, and then I filled it up with the good mulch and stuff. So it was an easy way to do it, but obviously you can build them. But wood right now, my God, is like $8 for a 2x4. It's so ridiculous. So here's a little stretch, and I'll show you how long it is. It's about 100 feet, so you can see it's quite a bit for the beefsteak tomatoes. And here, what I'm doing, you see all these flags, because I put bulbs in again. Put in I got a little 30, I think it's a 30 gallon, is it? 30 gallon pond here. So I got a 30 gallon pond. I put in a bunch of flowers, and I got some other stuff I'm going to do with some perennials and, some insect houses, and hopefully attract a lot of the pollinators, because I do want to have frogs and butterflies, but they need a source of water, so I want to give them a source of water. And if they want to have a home, I'm going to put some milkweed out for butterflies and plant some of that. And then I'm going to do some like wood piles so the insects or frogs have places to go, and I'll do some rock piles here eventually, but I just finished some of that today, but I still got so much work to do. I just see the tomatoes on this side for some reason did really decent, and they were the same thing, as you can see. So the tomatoes, I mean, they did pretty good. They're looking pretty decent on this side. I didn't lose many of them, a couple I think that might come back. I'm hoping come back here, but this is my other row. And if you want to know, these are the 7-foot T-posts, and then I got the PVC T tops for them. I think it's the 1.25, yeah, 1.25 T-posts. Then you can see the connectors I got, the 1/2-inch connectors for the 1/2-inch conduit hanging. You might need to go a little higher. I might even need to go a little higher if I find out the weight's too much for them. But I'll eventually put like bamboo sticks in there, and then the string will go up to the conduit and tie it, and then I can let them grow upwards and not sit on the ground, and aerate the bottom of them and cut off the excess leaves for the bulbs to go. Here you can see my compost soil pile. I'm getting ready to take that over there where I showed you where we're going to put the lettuce. And here are a lot of my grapes and blueberry plants. Blueberry plants, they've been doing really good since I put these in last year. They're all got blooms on them this year, so I haven't lost any. As you can see, I still got some bottles from the winter sowing, and I'll be planting all that hopefully this week when it's sunny. I got my prayer flags up to bring a little good zen and a little good luck to the garden and all the animals and creatures here. And I got some, I think these are raspberry and blackberry plants I put here. And inside I got a little notepad where I've kept everything, and I've kind of wrote down what I put in. As you can see, there's another insect house right here, so hopefully the pollinators and stuff will have different homes, and I know I'm going to probably have some bad bugs, but I also want the beneficial bugs, so I'm not going to use any type of pesticide or anything. I want everything to be organic. My grape plants, and in between all these grape plants are all my strawberries. I got another strawberry patch up where I started walking, but I just put some of these in, and if you see, these look, let me zoom in, I'll zoom in on it, these look really good. And these are ones I put in last year. Back, oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm still getting used to this. See you can see them right there, the white flowers. So they're actually doing pretty good. And they're from last year, and they're starting to spread. So now wherever the spreaders come out, the runners, or when you actually call them, I try to move the wood chips so it's just soil, so obviously they can attach to the soil because you don't want them in the wood chips. Like I said, I'm just learning. A lot of these great plants I put in, they'll come back next year, but the foliage on them, with that, like we got frost and everything, just took it right away. I mean, as you can see here, I put in some strawberry roots here. You can see that right there. So they're starting to pop up, which is good. Just with the cold and the frost and so much, we got so much rain the past few days. I'm hoping a lot of them will come back that have taken a beating. And here's going to be where I'm going to be starting my aromas, because we're going to be doing some canning and doing aromas for paste and stuff like that. And so I just started bringing and spreading down here because I didn't use this section too much last year. So this is kind of a new section I'm just prepping right now. As you can see, I got some of it covered to try to get the soil a little nicer, the grass killed. I got down here, I'll probably have this go these T-posts farther, but I'm going to do more than just tomatoes on them, because I'll probably do peppers and then weave in and out. But as you see, I put bulbs down here, and I'll end up putting some more annuals and stuff. I got 3 more apple trees that I planted down here. I think they're just starting to get back in. They were really all wilting and no leaves at all. I think they're coming along. And all these flags where I've had asparagus up on this side, and I got strawberries to run along this side down here. And I got it covered. So we got a lot to do. I got a little pile of wood right there. Oops, sorry, right there. Then I'm gonna make some, some square foot plants, and we're probably gonna do a little, like a flower garden in a different area to do a lot of flowers to cut, and hopefully I got plans to, if this works out and I can learn a lot this year, because that's what this is. This is just going to be schooling for me for this year. And I hope you can ride along with me and help me. And maybe we can learn some stuff together as we do this. So, but this, as you can see, is quite of a long space. I'd say it's probably, I don't know, probably 500 feet. And probably like 23, 24 feet wide. It's all I really wanted to bite off this year, because I wanted to concentrate on what I could learn to grow good. As you can see, here's my peas too. I got these going all along. They're laying on the ground, but they're pretty hardy. They come back pretty good. So they are pretty hardy. The peas are phenomenal here. There they are. You can see them. For some reason where I'm at, they just grow phenomenal. Even last year in the garden, I had more peas than I could want, and it was great because they were so delicious. You could eat them right off. So hopefully we can do this together, and you can give me some tips. As you can see, it's a mess right now because this is getting about planting season for me here in upstate New York. It's technically, I think, is the 17th, because we're in zone 5B, and our cooperative is in Cornell and Ithaca, New York, that runs our county. So it's technically like the 17th, I planted, but I got a little jumpy. As you see, I put some tomatoes, and I probably paid the price on a few of them. So I'm gonna have to see how they go. But I put peas all along this entire fence that I put in. As you see over here, there's a nice break of trees, and then it's huge fields, and then there's 2 rivers that connect over here, but there's a lot of rivers, so there's quite a lot of deer and wildlife. So I do have to fence it in, because I think the very first year I had a few things in, I had all sorts of stuff eating everything. So I just have to fence it all in. So as you can see here, my lilac tree is looking gorgeous. Let me see if I can zoom in. Sorry about the zoom in, I'll get the hang of it here as we go. See that lilac tree? It's just looking gorgeous, or bush, not tree. Absolutely beautiful. The purple's on it. This over here is another, I'm going to pan over here, is a phenomenal bush. This is a Japanese wisteria bush. It's not blooming yet, but when it blooms, it's got the most beautiful flowers on it, and it's amazing. And that's my pride and joy tree right there. That's my Japanese maple. That's just my favorite tree I think I've ever seen in my life. And I think that's one of the reasons why I bought the property, to be honest with you, why we bought the property. That tree was just amazing the first time I see it. So hopefully you'll be able to come along on this journey with me and help me along the way and give me some tips and tricks, and hopefully we can build our subscription base. And we're called Trail and Hike because we do go hiking a lot, and we're going to do some trails and this summer. But right now with planting season coming, I want to get with everything going on. I mean, I don't know if everyone's seen in the supermarkets, vegetables are just like ridiculous price right now. They're just absolutely crazy for a pepper, for tomatoes, and you don't know how organic it is for it to last. And most of the stuff barely comes from America anymore. So I'm like, we're going to grow our own stuff, and hopefully we can help our other people in the city who want some organic vegetables, or restaurants, hopefully. So this is Trail and Hike update video. Come along with me, subscribe, tell your friends, let's join the family, and we can do this together and follow along. And you can help me too as we get this further. And I definitely have a lot more videos coming out that we got planning. I'm going to do another little video of my inside with my little seeds and kind of show you what that's about. But thanks for being part of the family. Come along with us. Let's enjoy the ride together. And I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me, and maybe not thinking about whatever else is up there in your head. I know gardening helps me, so let's do it together and we can have a great time. Okay, guys? Look at those clouds. Just beautiful. Just gorgeous. What a day. It's a little chilly. It's only in the 50s, but anyways, I'm babbling again, guys. Have a great day, and thanks for watching Trail and Hike, and come along and hit the bell notifications and keep following along with us. Thanks, guys. Bye.